Congratulations!
We will fight to break free. I know that we can succeed. All it takes is you and me to persevere today. I know. So let's gather all our things and set out on adventures. I'm sure we'll make it through. Our journey begins, my friend. It's time to get moving. Come on, get moving, the stars will blink, there is no time left to lose. We're gonna take it, the time is right, our destiny beyond the stars. I believe in a rising dawn, in a day bright as the sun. Never bend until the end, till our paradise begun. Till tomorrow is here, we are the hope drawing near. Oh, congregate, arise to bring us to a brighter day. We'll hoist our flag soaring high, beacon of light in the sky. With Captain Yumiko, we fight to dash the tears away. We hail, oh, congregate. Forever forward, we push on through, find a way to bring us peace. To save this world, we know and love. Till the deed is done, it's me and you. We believe we can win, it's true. No matter what lies ahead, we push on, ever unyielding. Every day we journey on. Now tomorrow is here, the hope is finally here. Oh, congregate, arrived and won the day for everyone. We'll hoist our flag soaring high, a beacon among the stars. With Captain Yumiko, she brought our hope back home today. We hail, oh, congregate. Till tomorrow is here, we are the hope drawing near. Oh, congregate, arise to bring us to a brighter day. We'll hoist our flag soaring high, beacon of light in the sky. With Captain Yumiko, we fight to dash the tears away. We hail, oh, congregate.
Hey yo, Okadachis! How we all doing today, chat? We all ready to have some fun today, get chaotic and talk about stuff? Because if you haven't been taking care of yourself while you've been on a mission, let me just tell you right now, now is the time to make sure you are properly taken care of, because I won't be checking twice. And don't worry, the infirmary is there for those that need to make sure that they are all good and taken care of, because I know how hard that can be for some people. Anyways, now with that out of the way, hello, how are we all doing today? Anyways, we may not be I know today may seem a little bit different. Hello, Zypher, Jesus fucking Christ. I know today may seem a little bit different compared to what you're normally used to. That may seem a bit weird, but that is because I want to take a little bit of a break from the monster hunting that we've been doing as of late. That's not to say that we're not gonna, but that isn't to say that, we also, you know what, I want to make sure I have my arm fixed there real quick. But yeah, no, honestly, today, I want to talk about some stuff I've been noticing over the past, couple of weeks. Some stuff I've never really understood. And I wanted to take some time to talk about that. React to some of the videos you guys have been giving me in the Discord as well. Anything new regarding the game or the skills with that game? I will talk about that and more in a bit. But yeah, no, in all honesty, right, chat? In all honesty, I wanted to just, have a little bit of fun, do a little bit of changing of stuff up, mix things up a little bit, because you don't want me to really play Monster Hunter the entire time, right? You don't need me to only play Monster Hunter. I'm a cyberpunk freaking wolf girl, not a freaking Monster Hunter, am I? Unless, of course, I am. Which, if I am... oh, shit. Anyways, no. Before we actually get into that, though, before we get into the meat and potatoes of everything, I want to actually share with you guys something that, I was working extremely hard on today, by the way. So, I went through and I completely revamped the Discord server. If you haven't had a chance to see that, take a look at it yet. I wanted to do it for one very specific reason, okay? I wanted to go and make it more accessible for you guys. To make it not only easier for you guys to communicate with each other, but I also wanted you guys to be able to communicate better with me as well. Because I felt like, that's something, I personally felt like that was something that was lacking in the Discord server. So I wanted to take a quick second to actually go over that real quick with you guys. Show you what it is I've been working on really hard, right? So yes, you may see that we're already in the general chat here, okay? Now, I added in some new areas for you guys. One of the areas that I really hope that you guys will actually use in the future, chat. And I really, 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 really hope that you guys will use it, okay? And that's this area called the Open on Stream. It's a forum area in the Yours corner, right? And so this area right here is basically an area where if you ever want me to talk about a specific topic on stream, you actually go make a post there and I'll look at it and then cover it at some point on one of my streams, right? So let's say for example, right, you wanted to, oh my god, Nos, really? Really? I see you typing there, bro. I see you typing there. Right here, chat. Yes. Thank you, Nos. Yes, right there. And so, let's say you wanted me to talk about some new game that's coming out or my thoughts on that, right? You would just go make a new post and everything. And Bob's your uncle, basically. It's just an area for you guys to, help communicate with me what you guys are interested in, what you want me to cover, and so on and so forth. It's a little bit different than the vids for me that you guys have been posting. Because the idea is mainly for you guys to be putting stuff in this area in particular for actual stream topics. On top of that, we also now have a tech chat as well as a creator talk chat, right? The tech chat, this is more for those that want to have the really nerdy techie talk stuff oh hey, you want to talk about X, Y, and Z thing? There you go. You want to watch XYZ thing? There you go. Having a freaking issue with OBS or some shit? There you go. The creator talk, on the other hand, is kind of like a little networking area. It's not to be confused with the self-promo stuff that you see in a lot of other Discords. Hello there, Parker. How you doing? This is more so an area for you to talk, brainstorm, and just get to know other creators in the server as well. And then, of course, with the hobbies area, that also got a little bit of an update as well, where we now have a category for streaming, right? Now, that category is mainly, like, you know, for those that like talking about this stuff, want to get a bit more niche and, like, talk about their setups and stuff. This is another area to talk about that stuff, you know, show off, flex your setup, flex your settings, you know. Hi, Hurricane Hydra, hope you're doing well. That's kind of what the idea is for all of that stuff. But then the biggest area of updating is this area called the help area, right? This is an area, right? Hello there, Helon. How you doing? This is an area, right, where you go to if you need actual help. Like, if you don't know where to go, here's the help me thing. So, like, you basically come here and you just type in something like an example, like, hey, where do I post cooking stuff, right? And you basically go there, you post that, and then if someone reaches out, they can help you out with that. And then, of course, there's also this tech help area as well. And this is an area, like, if you ever need help with, like, if you're having issues with your PC, if you're having issues with hardware, software, live streaming, this is the area you can go to, and people in the community can help one another out with this stuff. Again, it's a forum to help make it easier to, you know, sort through things so that, you know, people can communicate with each other better. And I thought this would be just a really good way of getting people together and helping bring the community together a little bit more as well. And so, and then last but not least, there's also the report issues. And this is the ticket area, right? Yes, there is 2 tickets. There's one up here, and then there's another one down here. If you're already in the help area, it's basically redundancy, but it makes it easier for people to, you know, post tickets if they're already in the help area. Overall, has anyone ever given the daily yeet yet? I think someone already has, yes. But yeah, basically, the Discord is now set up to not only help you guys communicate with me more and make me communicate better with you guys, but also to help you guys communicate with each other better as well. Because I felt like there was a lack, right, of cohesion with the Discord server that made it hard to communicate, and especially when you're like sitting here in the general chat and you're just scrolling through, things can get really cluttered very quickly. Trying to talk to what people say, trying to keep up with what people say and all that stuff. You were locked out of your house? Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear about that. Good news, you're back inside the house? Well, hell yeah. I'm glad to hear you weren't locked out for too long. But yeah, basically, you know, the gen chat could get a bit cluttered, a bit hard to follow conversations from time to time. So I wanted to make it easier for you guys to communicate. Easier for you guys to understand what's going on in the server. That's why, with everything here, it's been streamlined and it's been expanded upon to make it easier for you guys, you know? And so I really do hope a lot of these areas do get used in the future. I really do hope that a lot of this does just help you guys in general, you know? Because I get how hard it can be to sit there and be in a Discord and not exactly have areas you want to, like, you know, actually explore. To have areas you don't really know what to do with, you know? You'll be at least using one of them in the future. Honestly, out of everything, the one I really hope you guys use the most is the open on stream forum area, so I can actually have, you know, topics to talk about on stream. Things that you want to hear me talk about, you know? Because, like, I'm going to be talking a lot about stuff like, you know, sure, we're going to have a lot of conversations about stuff going on with gaming, me reacting to game stuff, you know, so on and so forth. I know there's already going to be a lot of stuff like that, right? But I don't want to just, like, you know, immediately go into something else, like, you know, I don't want to just, like, start talking about random shit that you're not interested in. Like, sure, I'm gonna talk about stuff I'm into, sure, but I'm not gonna just, you know, talk on a bunch of shit you guys aren't interested in either, right? And so that's kind of why I am, like, looking super hyped to, like, you know, actually share this stuff with you. Why I'm super hyped to be going into this stuff. Because I really am looking forward to making your guys' life easier and interacting with you guys, you know? Speaking of things I do want to talk about today, the main thing I want to talk about, also, don't worry, I did see the watch a video thing. I'll watch that in a little bit, alright? But yeah, the main thing I wanted to talk about today, okay, is the whole issue with scalpers. I've been trying desperately. I mean, I know, Cyber, I know. But I also want to know what you guys are interested in, too. I wanted to be able to talk about what you guys are interested in, you know? It just makes sense. But yeah, no, today, the main thing I want to talk about is actually talking about scalpers. Because it's been hurting my brain a bit, admittedly. Sitting there and questioning, why are scalpers the way they are? I don't understand what exactly scalpers get out of scalping, right? Like, I actually don't understand scalpers, like, because if people barely, if we are literally living in a space, in a position where we barely have, where a lot of people barely even have the ability, right, to even, you know, buy something at MSRP, who the hell is actually going out of their way to buy freaking, you know, GPUs, for example, at, like, double the MSRP? Because I'm just, like, really confused, right? Because when the 97, like, for example, AMD's GPUs released, like, you know, last week, I think, right? And here's the thing with that. They released, and the 9070 was at 550 USD, right? Now, that's the thing, DOS. That's what I'm confused about. Because I've seen just the base 9070 being sold at like $1,000 by scalpers. And I'm super confused by this. I'm super weirded out by this. Because none of it makes sense to me, right? Because why are scalpers doing that? Why are they so interested, so invested in like, you know, selling things double the price, triple the price? Hell, even the 5090, sure, it's $2,000, but at MSRP, but people are selling it for $3,000. Also, Jesus Christ, Kagril, hello, Kagril, how you doing? Like, I mean, I know there's people who are desperate to get a new GPU, so they'll pay any price. But this is something I've noticed has been getting worse and worse since COVID happened, right? Do you guys remember when the PS5 came out and people just bought every single PS5 that was out there in existence and then sold it for like $900,000 and all that shit? Like, I sat there and I was like, you know, I want a PS5. I'm not willing to pay $900 for that. Yeah, I know it's happening to Pokemon. That's something I want to talk about as well with scalping. Because that's the thing with, like, with a PS5, right? When it came out, you know, you picked the Switch, yeah. Because when the PS5 came out, right, it didn't even have any games. Like, legitimately, the PS5's launch was so bad that, like, legitimately Sony had to give away a bunch of PS4 games. I'm doing good, cutie. How are you doing? I know, the PS5 Pro without a disc is $700. You're right. But that's the thing. How good does that LF. Look, I have not taken a chance to look at that yet. I have it as one of the videos I want to watch later today, cutie. So if you want to see my reaction to that, stick around. I mean, it does have Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The Nintendo Switch doesn't have games. And the Xbox doesn't have games, okay? No one has games. Everything's going back to the Stone Age, bro. Anyways. A Silent Hill announcement before any news on Resident Evil. I mean, hey, we gotta do Silent Hill announcement before GTA 6, though. Let's be real here. But no, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, okay? When I saw the PS5 on launch, like, hang on, PS5 launch games. And I'm just doing this real quick, right? I'm just pulling this up because the thing is, yes, the PS5 is backwards compatible with PS4 and stuff like that. But on launch, the PS5 launched with Spider-Man, the 2018 game. So basically a remake of Spider-Man, a remake of Demon's Souls, Godfall, Sackboy, Dirt 5, Horizon Zero Dawn's remaster, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, something called Bugsnax, Astro's Playroom, and Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right? So, like, the thing is, right, is that, yeah, there was like 4 PS5 games back when it launched. And yeah, Cold War had a really bad launch. You're absolutely right. And that's the thing, is that the scalpers are like, let's just buy up all the PlayStation consoles. Why? I don't fucking know. Because that's the thing. Who the hell has the money to buy up all of these consoles? And realistically speaking, how much money do you think they're actually making back from it, right? Because if you bought, right? If you buy the PS5, for example, for $500 when it initially came out, I think that was the MSRP when it first came out, right? It's like, you go and buy them out, and then you sell it for like $7, maybe like $300, $400, $500 more, like try to sell it for about 1.5 to twice the MSRP. Here's the thing. You're basically just getting a refund on your on the thing you just bought. Right? Right, the PS5, the physical was 500, the digital was 400, yeah. They got for Cellblade, otherwise I wouldn't care exactly. But that's the thing. You're not actually making any money back. And that's what confuses me about scalpers. Cause like hang on. Like, let me pull up a calculator real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. Cause let's say, you know, let's do some math real quick, right? I'm gonna go to a place like, let's go to eBay, right? So let's say I want to buy, also, Jesus Christ, let me turn off the bloom there. So let's say I want to buy myself the new 5070 Ti, right? Now, look at this right here. The 5070 Ti is being sold by some people around $1,200, right? Now, here's the problem with this, okay? If I were to then go and look at the MSRP of the 5070 Ti, okay? So, the 5070 Ti's MSRP, okay, is at $750. So, assuming you're selling the GPU at $1,200, subtract the MSRP, right? You're making $450 off of that, off of the freaking, you know, price of that. Now, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing with that. You basically just went, got yourself a refund, and you just made, like, you know, $450. So you're not really making that big of, like, a return of investment. Like, sure, you do that, like, you know, let's say you did that, like, you know, 10 times. Sure, that's $4,500, but you gotta, one, be lucky enough to grab 10 of these things in the first place, let alone being able to sell them. And even then, if you bought like an NVIDIA GPU, like the 5090 is $2,000, right? But even though it's $2,000, people are selling it for $3,000, right? Which means after, you know, basically getting their refund, they get $1,000 back. But it's not exactly that big of a margin of profit. It's not that big of a return in investment, because the cost that you have to put in just to get that much is ridiculous. Because, like, if I buy 10 5090s, right? Because this is the problem, right? If I bought 10 5090s for $2,000, that's $20,000. But then, here's the thing, though. That means that if I sold all 10 of those 5090s, sure, I've made $30,000, but I need to subtract the total cost of those GPUs, and I actually got $10,000 out of it, right? So, like, do you think any of these scalpers ended up falling into the sunk cost fallacy? Honestly, some of them probably did. Because when you're selling this stuff, when you're scalping this stuff, right? And the TCG is way worse than the GPU. I mean, yeah, and we're gonna get to that in a second, Saded. But that's why it frustrates me so much. Is because I'm looking at these scalpers are sometimes a part of a group, so they might have some sort of funding system to ensure each of them can buy all these stores out. Hi, Egos, how you doing? Welcome back to the pack. Yeah, no, Nos, you got a point. That some of them may actually have a funding system to ensure each of them can buy all of these stores out so they can maximize on profit. You got a point. But on the flip side, when I sit there and I just see that, like, you know, they're only making a third of the total profit of what they earned, or for what they spent, you know? Like, sure, technically speaking, they made back about 50% of the total MSRP, but it's such a gamble, because if you sit there and no one buys it out, you're kind of sitting there dealing with that. And I can only wonder if the only people buying from scalpers are, in fact, scalpers, right? Hi, Apex, how you doing? Like, I legitimately wonder that if all that's actually happening is scalpers buying from scalpers. Well, yeah, but, you know, Sadie, you know what's funny? People tried to do that back in 2020 with, like, toilet paper and water, and stores had to say, no, you're not allowed to return that shit, right? I know it's not the same thing, but, like, you go to places like, you know, let's take Amazon, for example, right? Now, let's say I want to go and grab a 9070 XT, right? Now, granted, you're not going to see too many listings here for the 9070 just because of the fact that it is sold out. But let's just say for you know, for the sake of it, I want to go and grab myself a 7900 right here, right? This is being sold by some random ass person, right? Some random ass person that has it shipping from Amazon. Now, granted, this is actually close to MSRP, but it's definitely on the harder end to find these things, and you're not even guaranteed to even get, you know, what you're paying for. There are some people that are scamming people and straight up getting, like, freaking, you know, bricks in their boxes. There are people getting pieces of paper. Or, if you're one of the very lucky people, that 9070 XT GPU, for example, some people bought the 9070 and Amazon shipped them an XT version of the GPU. And it's actually shocking Because then that makes stock that much worse, because that means things are all over the place and confused and mixed up. And because of that, no one's actually getting what they want, and stock gets all fucked up, makes it harder for people to get stuff. Like, I actually was speaking, right? I spoke to an Amazon representative today on the phone, asking them, if someone were to have ordered something like the 9070 XT, right? What would it actually cost them? When would they actually have it shipped out? Can you guys guess when they said that the GPU, like if you were to order a GPU from them right now, when it would actually shop? Can you guess when they said it would actually ship? It would ship sometime in May, is what they said. Sometime in freaking May. Like, maybe mid-May. And so it's like, you could possibly sit there. Yeah, so around 2 months, because of how bad it is. And the problem is like, you see this this storefront here that's selling the 7900 XT, and if you look at like the ratings here, you see people actually are like, you know, mentioning that the items that they got, like someone, you know, ordered a B650M AX and instead got a B650M A2 motherboard. So basically, this seller is actually scamming people. And it's evident when you look at the fact that this card that's literally a $600 card is being sold for $1,500. It's not even worth. They're literally selling it for over double. And that's just kind of the problem here, right? Is that you're looking at these scalpers selling these things, and it's absolutely insane to me, right? That people are going out of their way to sell stuff, to give stuff that's not even worth the time. That's not even worth actually going out of your way for. And you see it done with freaking, you know, video game consoles. You see it done with freaking TCG stuff. And that's actually another thing I want to talk about is TCG stuff. Thoughts on the state of the video game industry? So, my thoughts on the state of the video game industry is that the video game industry is kind of fucked, right? It is absolutely screwed. Oh no, Nos, you did not. You did not. Okay, there you go. And Nos gets to make a request of me. But yeah, no, like, here's the thing. With the state of the video game industry, in my opinion, a lot of it is definitely struggling. A lot of it is definitely not doing anywhere near as good as it wants to do, you know? And it's actually kind of sad because I feel like it is stagnating. And I feel like people don't really know what they want to... I feel like the game industry doesn't even know what it wants to do. Like, it's actually honestly kind of scary because people are scared. I feel like, you know, a lot of developers are actually scared of dealing with, like, the release date of GTA 6 and the fact that it hasn't been officially announced other than for the fall of 2025. And I think it's because of that people are actually... They don't want to, you know, release their stuff, right? They don't want to release their games around that time, and so they're either releasing it way earlier than normal or not, or waiting until there's an official announcement because of how screwed up this shit actually is, right? And that's actually kind of concerning because when you sit there and you think about it, how are you supposed to find things that are fun the same month GTA 6 is? I know, right? Like, you would have to hope that you could steal some thunder away? Because god freaking damn. Mad respect to any company that does that? Yeah. No, like, seriously. Mad respect to any company that actually does that. And that's the thing, is like, you look at the state of the game industry. Hello there, Dip. How you doing? And welcome back to the pack. Hope you're doing well, hun. But that's the thing. That's actually the thing that makes it so frustrating. Is the fact that you're sitting there and you're dealing with, like, these industries, like, aside from Monster Hunter, what was the last game that released in the last 6 months that you guys were actually interested in, right? Hi, Argon. Hope you're doing well, hun. Like, seriously, what was the last game you guys were actually interested in the last 6 months other than Monster Hunter? The Silent Hill 2 remake? Okay, fair enough. So there was the Silent Hill 2 remake. Yeah. An indie game. But that's the thing. There's been a lot of games that have released in the last 6 months, in the last half year. But yet, there was so few of them that were actually interesting. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, fair. Absolutely fair. And that's the thing. A lot of games being too big, yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. And that's kind of the thing. Because, like, if I were to just look up games released in 2024, right? Because I want to look real quick at games that released in 2024, okay? And let's see. In 2024, I'm going to look at, let's see. All right, so we're going to go all the way to, since we're in March, we're going to go to, like, you know, October. Because October is the thing where we would actually consider that. So October, there was, let's see, we had, don't know. There was the SpongeBob SquarePants The Patrick Star game. There was a new Sword Art Online game. There was the Until Dawn remake. Diablo 4 DLC, the remake of Silent Hill 2. There was Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Metaphor ReFantasio, a remake of Darksiders 2, a new Just Dance game, MechWarrior 5. God, I'm actually really... Okay, there was Super Mario Party Jamboree. Yeah, I'm actually grabbing... I am actually grabbing at straws right now. Just looking at the list of games here, there's actually... There was Mario Party Brothership. Or not Mario Party, Mario and Luigi Brothership. Yeah, no, this is actually kind of hard. Because I'm just, like, scrolling through a list, and there's very few games that are actually interesting, you know? They try to justify increasing prices for the games, but increase development budgets to make them massive, yeah. No, I know, there was, well, no, Fires of Rubicon, that wasn't in the last 6 months. That was over a year ago, Ghost. That was in 2023. What games for the rest of 2025 going into 2026 am I interested in? So, here's the thing. For games that are coming out in 2025, right? I do have quite a few games I'm actually interested in. Ghost of Yote is something I could get into. It's something I'm hoping for. And let me actually pull up an actual list of stuff. So, games releasing in 2025, right? So far in March, I'm looking forward to AI Limit. That comes out at the end of the month. I'm looking forward to, let's see, April. Not too much in April that I'm too interested in. May, I am interested in the new Elden Ring game that's coming out. Maybe Doom the Dark Ages. I'm not entirely sure. June, there's not really anything in June. Nothing really in July. August has Metal Gear Solid, and there's a new Ninja Gaiden game, I believe, that I'm gonna be interested in. Yeah, no, like, there's a lot of games that haven't officially been announced when they're gonna be coming out, and that's really hard. It's really hard for me to say because, you know, a lot of people are waiting to officially announce when they're actually gonna be releasing stuff. Also, hi, Spray Tag. Are your games for March? Honestly, I forgot that Bleach Rebirth of Souls is a thing. Yeah, I am so hyped for the new AI game, the AI Limit game, because the AI Limit game is effectively a spiritual successor to Code Vein, you know? And so I am actually really hyped for that. I am super hyped for freaking AI Limit. I'm hyped to see what AI Limit does for us. Because god freaking damn it, it's gonna be so fun. The Tides of Annihilation game that was shown on the PS Showcase. I think I need to see that. Like, honestly, speaking of games, let's take a look real quick at the new Silent Hill trailer real quick, because I haven't had a chance to look at this yet, and I'm curious.
シュウ君、嘘ついてるよね。騙せてると思う？ひなこを。ひなこはね、死んだんだよ。
I'll show the trailer for it in a second, E-Ghost.
ひなこはお友達といつまでも一緒にいたい。お友達は永遠じゃないのよ。彼らだっていつか必ずあなたを裏切る。あなたが裏切り者と呼ばれたように。ひなこ？あ、ごめん。何？天秤にかける価値があるかどうか。
Huh.
しっかりと判断しなさい。
Oh yeah, Liza P. Overture. That is also something I'm really excited for as well. Huh.
いつまでここにいる気なの？自分でもおかしいと思うの。自分で自分がわからない感じ。
This seems interesting, but I don't know how to feel about this.
私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。ひなこ、もう時間がないのよ。あなたが生かされたということは、ここに至ってもまだ迷いがあるということなのね。あなたがそれに悩める時間はもう尽きかけている。あなたは誰なの？さっきからなんで何もわからないふりをしているの？私はね。
It kind of does remind me a little bit of Fatal Frame, honestly. Like that it actually kind of does, you know? Like, it's got kind of the style of it and everything. I mean, I'm glad there's a new Silent Hill game even coming in the first place. That isn't a
あな
remake?
たが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています。
Okay then. Well then. Well then. Honestly, I don't really know. That's actually kind of... I don't know how to feel about that. Bloober team getting ready to announce a Silent Hill 3 remake. Oh my god. Like, I don't know how to feel about this new Silent Hill game because while, yeah, they just announced it and kind of showed off the story, I feel kind of like I want to know more. Like, I want to see the actual gameplay. I want to see if it's still like the traditional Silent Hill gameplay or if they've actually changed it. But I definitely need more information on it. Now, I will say, hang on. Since someone asked about AI Limit, Egos asked about that. I want to show you guys AI Limit because this shit looks
in the chat.
fucking amazing.
Brigade. Buckle up, it's about to get wild.
Also, Master Junior, welcome to the pack. Help you find the missions and the madness you're looking for. How you doing, hon? Oh, oh right, that's right. It's the China Hero Project. Also, you have no idea. I am so hyped for this game.
Above the decaying ruins, roam scavengers, hunters, and bandits, trapped in endless violence, in pursuit of a glimmer of hope. They submit to the city's true master,
Jesus Christ!
that holds the secret of eternity, and wandering necros that haunt the wilderness. Their might rivals that of gods as they unleash the inferno of war.
Into the abyss. The Seekers shall uncover the veiled truth. And awaken the
That's
dormant
because it's a
greatness
Souls-like
within.
game that basically is anime style.
When light
I'm
with
headcaning that this is a
unwavering
spiritual
faith,
successor
the
to Code
prayers
Vein.
of thousands shall
Okay?
illuminate the ultimate path. Life changes and transists. Only evolution remains constant.
Like, I cannot express enough how hyped I actually am for this, right? 13 more days, you'll have this game in your hands. Honestly, I wish it was coming out sooner. I fucking wish it was coming out sooner. And yes, it is basically anime Soulsborne. But I am so hyped. I lost you, and Soul's like, you know what, that's fine, Egos, that's fine. It's definitely one of those things. What about First Berserker? As much as I want to like First Berserker, I just wasn't interested enough in it. It was kind of like the same thing with me. Like, I was kind of hyped for First Berserker initially. Kind of like how I was hyped for, Last Song in Toria, but then I actually tried it out, and it just wasn't that great, you know? Also, have I heard of Kingsmaker? Yes, I have. That's kind of the problem, though. Yeah, Cutie, that's exactly the thing with First Berserker. It's that the art style was cool, but the gameplay felt dull. It was the same thing with Intoria, the last song. You know? It was the same exact thing. Because Intoria, it looked like it was going to be really good, but then it was such a letdown. It had some cool mechanics, but it was a letdown. You know what else was a letdown? Freaking Thymesia. Freaking Thymesia. Now, I will say, there is one thing, right? There is one thing about AI Limit that is concerning to me. It is a $35 game, right? Now, I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, right? But for AI Limit to be a $35 game, I'm a little bit concerned on how good the game is actually going to be, how long the game is going to be, because I don't want something like AI Limit to be $35 and then it's only like a 5-hour game, you know? Like, I don't want to sit there and actually be really hyped for it and then be let down that there's not much there. Also, bigger question, is the main outfit worth the pre-order? Probably. Probably. But no, like, that's just the thing, right? Is it $35 for the game? Yeah, I really hope it's not. I really hope that it's not the case, because this seems like something that has a lot of potential, and I would be so sad with 100% that you can get for less than $5. I know, right? Especially with the Steam Spring Sale going on right now. But yeah, no, like, honestly, lots of hype. Really concerned on if this is actually gonna be worthwhile or not. Really concerned. Yeah, wait, did Mortal Shell do something similar? Yeah, you're right. I think it did. And that's actually a game I haven't even completed yet. And I still need to. But it's actually been admittedly a little bit hard to because of the way it plays. And it kind of feels a little bit confusing with Mortal Shell. But yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? And I've been, like, looking to see what else they've got going on, like... Okay, how long is the story of AI Limit? Tell me, Nos. How long is the frickin' story? And for the love of God, please tell me it's longer than 5 hours. I might cry. I might cry if I find out how long it is. I might actually cry if it is a short story. No way! No way! There's no way! There's no way! Like, the freaking, you know, the demo was like freaking, you know, an hour and a half long. There's no way, because, like, I beat the demo took me 45 minutes. And that was, like, with me freaking just fighting the first boss and dying once to it. You know? I don't think the game is not... I don't think it's only going to be an hour long. There's no freaking way. There's no way. If that happened, do you know how bad that would be? Do you guys actually know how bad that would be? Wait for a sale or else, the streamer. But E-Ghost... I'm a content creator. I can't wait for sales because I gotta stay up with the times with how trending everything is. Because there's no way that if I wait for a sale, it's gonna be relevant. Oh no! Yeah, there's literally Call of Duty campaigns that are longer than that shit. Make me suffer for my crimes, bitch! But yeah. Like, here's another thing, right? I'm on the official PlayStation YouTube channel right now, right? Now, I follow this to see whenever there's, like, new games worth being interested in, right? And, like, okay, there's an update for freaking Final Fantasy 14. Don't care. Honkai Star Rail. Don't give a shit. Death Stranding 2... trailer for the collector's edition. Don't care. Who cares about it? I don't give a shit about any VR game on the PlayStation because I don't even have a headset for it, right? Like... Okay, you know what? If you like Honkai Star Rail, that's fair. I don't particularly care for it, but that's fine. Hero's Hour. Don't give a shit. Silent Hill. We just saw that. Assassin's Creed. It's been bad for a while. Like... There's a new Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege X? Does anyone actually play Rainbow Six anymore? Does anyone actually play Rainbow Six Siege? I don't know if anyone actually plays it. There's a Lego, new Technic thing. Like, if you notice it, a lot of it is just DLC announcements. But... okay, the World of Assassins. PSVR 2, that's actually kind of cool. But if you notice here, there's actually not really much actually releasing at the moment in this current amount of time of stuff that actually looks interesting, you know? Like, I forgot about RoboCop. That RoboCop game, I completely forgot about it. And apparently it's getting like a new DLC or some shit? Like, what? How the dog... yeah, if it's the demo, you know, honestly, yeah. Yeah. Don't scare us like that. Wait, what? Yeah, no, don't. Like... okay, you know it's bad. You know it's bad when you're getting a trailer for frickin' Disney Speedstorm, guys. If you have to get a trailer for a Gameloft game with Disney Speedstorm...
Game on.
I heard you like having a racing game that's like the most generic thing ever. Like, it actually makes... it, honestly... it makes Garfield Kart racing look good. It makes freaking the DreamWorks racing game look better. Okay? This shit is like the most generic-ass piece of shit game I have played. Like, you have to try to freaking lose in these games. Because, like, the cars, right? The cars have no weight to them. Imagine playing a racing game, right? Imagine playing a racing game where the vehicles legitimately have no weight to them. Where you are just constantly moving forward. They legitimately don't... you don't even have to press a button for the fucking gas! That's how bad Speedstorm is, okay? Oh my god. But yeah, no, that's how bad Speedstorm actually is. So, like, you're looking at all this stuff, and these are just trailers from the last 8 days, right? And so far, like, legitimately, okay, you know what actually upset me? We'll never get another fear game, I know.
Chat? Welcome to the Okami Brigade. Buckle up, it's about to get wild.
Also, great crit! Thank you so much for joining the brigade. Hope you find the mission to the madness you're looking for. How you doing? Like, now there is something, right? Like, the Tony Hawk, this Tony Hawk game, right, is coming out. Like, I'm happy to see Pro Skater 3 and 4 being remade, but the actual trailer itself, this is like the, like, I looked at the trailer here, and they're just showing stuff that's not even in the game. Like, this isn't gameplay here, right? Like, this is nice. Hi, I'm Elderborn. Welcome back to the pack. You're late. Since American Wasteland, honestly, fair. Like, it's nice to see some of the, like, see the remake and everything. Like, if anything, I mean, Motorhead, though, honestly, this does make me happy to hear music, hear this kind of music. I just hope they don't fuck this shit up, right? Like, I grew up with the Tony Hawk series, okay? So, seeing Pro Skater 3 getting remade, remastered makes me happy. It's raining buckets, that's okay. Melda, you were being safe, and I'm happy about that. I know, the Underground series was amazing, right? Well, yeah, of course. So, like, this actually makes me happy to see that this is coming out. So, okay, it comes out July 11th. Chat, I have to ask, right? I have to ask you guys. And yes, there is a Doomslayer skin. Let's put a poll up, mods. Would you guys want to see me play the Tony Hawk Pro Skater games? Like, would you want to see me do a stream where I actually try to play the Tony Hawk game? Because honestly, as much as I hate to admit it, I prefer Tony Hawk Pro Skater over the Skate 3, admittedly. Like, don't get me wrong, Skate 3 isn't bad, but I like the way Tony Hawk Pro Skater plays, admittedly. Especially as someone who used to actually do a skateboard. Also, hi Corn, how you doing, and welcome back. Also, your birthday, I mean, fair enough. But yeah, I am actually excited, and I hope that Activision doesn't fuck this shit up. I'm looking forward to the Doomslayer skin for this shit, you know. Hey, yo, Yukaju! Welcome to the Okami Brigade!
Time to unleash the chaos. Let's show them who runs this hideout.
The name's Vex, a leader of the pack, a breaker of limits. Thank you so much for the raid, Yukaju. You were playing the Stick of Truth. What mission were you on until before you got here, bro? We're currently just talking about video games and shit, you know? And let's be real here. You know? We were looking at Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I gotta say, it's kind of interesting yeah, we're talking about video games. We're talking about, like, how there's, like, a lack of games, you know? And so, like, I'm just, like, because I'm scrolling through this stuff, right? And there's just not much going on right now. We're kind of in a weird dry period. Like, for example, 2 weeks ago, who the fuck asked for this? Who asked for this? Ironically, I have the Nintendo 64 version, right? I actually have a physical copy of Glover, admittedly. Okay? God. Yeah, it was, and apparently the PS1 version was the better version from my understanding. But, like, who asked for Glover? Why did we need a trailer for freaking Glover, you know? Like, I'm just sitting here looking at the last 2 weeks of these trailers here. And I find it so hard, right? It is so hard. Who the fuck is playing Dragon Ball The Breakers? I'm sorry. Who the hell is playing their Dragon Ball Dead by Daylight? Who is playing? You want to play Monster Wilds and it kept on crashing? Honestly, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. I get that because it freaking sucks that shit crashes all the time, you know, if you're on PC. I've heard a lot of issues with that. But who's playing Dragon Ball The Breakers? I didn't think that game was still going, and there's a season 8 of it. Like, what? But yeah, oh my god, there's a freaking Yuka Replay trailer. What the fuck? Also, how is Fragpunk? I was kind of interested in it, but I didn't know what to think of it too much, so I never actually tried it out. It kind of went under my radar, admittedly. But yeah, like, we are literally back to a month ago. We are at a point we're back to the last state of play, and there is nothing of interest, really, right? This week mostly, honestly, yeah, that sounds about right, though. That actually sounds about right. Like, that's the thing, is, like, I'm just scrolling through this stuff, and there's barely anything. Like, I was excited to see a Macross game, but then I actually saw the gameplay for it, I'm like... Because I love Macross. I freaking love Macross, right? But then I saw it was a top-down shooter. I'm like, oh, come on. Come on. They could have done so much better. They could have done so much better. They're doing this series a disservice, you know? Like, we're at the point, right? We're at the fucking point where now we're getting trailers for this kind of shit.
In the most critical moments. Whether it's the break of dawn or the middle of the night, we're the first to respond. Imagine rushing through bustling city streets, all with one mission in mind. To provide immediate care in emergencies, comfort the distressed, and make life-saving decisions within seconds, while keeping a cool head and control over your emotions. It's a role that combines the precision of science with human compassion and empathy.
Man, yeah, thank you so much for being here for 20 months. How you been? I've been pretty busy as well, but and farming as well, but I'm glad to hear you're doing good.
It's beautiful to know that in someone's story of survival, we played a pivotal part. We don't just operate medical equipment or administer medication. We hold hands, we wipe tears, and we reassure.
A little bit of everything, man of the hour. A little bit of everything, admittedly.
A mission that demands courage, control, rigor, and empathy.
Accident at 4th and 23rd. 2 injured and 1 serious.
So join us if you want your life to be.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Lop, and it's amazing, honestly. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, no one asked for this shit. And hell, I'm gonna be honest with you. This feels like the shit I would see on like, you know, a phone, you know? This literally feels like a freaking iPhone game. Like, that looks like it's AI generated. Like, God. Maybe they did, but they need to stop. They need to stop, okay? Like, God damn, you know, it's just... Yeah, I saw that, and that's just like, you know, that's literally just, you know, it's shovelware at the end of the day. But that's the thing, is I'm just looking at all of this stuff here. And the more we scroll back, the less that there's even to really be excited about, you know?
Who ordered all this
Hey, yo.
anime titty?
Halo, thank you so much for continuing your sub. I really appreciate the support, bro. And holy shit, we've got a choo-choo! Also, locked in. Halo's locked in here. Man of the Hour's locked in with us. Locked in. I mean, okay. I have some thoughts on Xenoblade, okay? I have some fucking thoughts on fucking Xenoblade's remake, okay? Look. Like, let me show you what I think about the difference between the two, okay? So, like, I get the fans are happy about it and everything. Also, this is not the comparison video I saw. Hang on. Okay. Here. So, here's the thing. yes, they made the lighting looks a lot better. Also, hi, Hail Sunset, how you doing? Look, yes, okay, yes, the lighting has been improved. The render detail has been improved. But then I look, because the thing is, the hair is the one right here closest to me, right? But here's the thing, right? I think the hairstyle itself is okay. But then I look at the characters' faces, right? And I kind of prefer the Wii U version over here. And that's just because, to me, the Wii U version feels like it fits the environment a lot better. Like, yes, the face is a lot more high quality on the right. But then, here's the thing that really gets to me.
Your senses will need time to reactivate.
Most of it, like,
Just in time for sunrise.
yeah, a lot of this just looks...
I promise you're gonna love this.
Like, I look at this right here, I don't see the texture work, right? The texture work is about the same, okay? The textures don't look that different. And aside from redoing the lighting in this, it doesn't look like it's changed that much. Admittedly, I will say, I do like the way the eyes look, right? In the Switch version over the Wii U version. But the characters feel like they pop a little bit too much, right? The characters don't feel like they really fit in with the environment as much anymore. And something about it feels wrong. Like, the shaders, while on one hand, like, the Wii U looks absolutely beautiful. It looks great, in my opinion, right? I think I kind of prefer the Wii U's shades of green, right? Like, I get that they're trying to, like, bring it more in line with what you saw in, like, Xenoblade 3 and 2 and 1 and all that stuff. It was on it. Damn you, Nintendo. I know, right? And I still have my Wii U. But that's the thing, is, like, I look at this, right? And when I just see them running around on the field, to me, I like the way this looks. This still looks really good. But then, when it switches over to the Switch version, while it's a little bit clearer, in some ways it feels like it took a downgrade a little bit. Like, I could be wrong on this. I could be. But it does not feel like, you know, they upgraded nearly as much as they would want you to think they did. And I also can't imagine this game running nearly as well on the Switch, given the hardware that the Switch is. I mean, that's fair, it does. But, like, I mean, honestly, I'm just looking at this, right? Also, thank you guys for the level 1 hydrate. I appreciate it. Alright, here we go. Okay. So, this is the part that gets to me, right? This is what I'm talking about right here. Is that when it switches, right? You see what I mean by the character doesn't look like it quite fits into the environment? You know, because that's where my issue is. Is like, I look at the environment and she feels way too bright compared to the background. Like, it's not, like, terrible, but the lighting felt like it hit the faces a lot better in comparison in the Wii U version, whereas on the Switch version, it does exactly, it feels like it has a spotlight on it, and it feels off to me with the way the faces look.
Yeah.
And this one right here is about to get even, like, this one makes it worse. Because look, she looks like she's standing in the hangar, right? She looked like she's standing in the hangar in the Wii U version, and then all of a sudden in the Switch version, literally is lit up way more than you would ever expect her to, you know? What the fuck are you doing? Get out of here, you're messing up the art direction. Yeah. Like... That's the thing, like, sure, maybe it looks a lot duller in the Wii U version, but I gotta say, I prefer the Wii U version's look in front of a well-lit green screen. It kinda does, doesn't it?
That scale. Even the way that they walk is so cool.
Like, the characters should not look like they have a spotlight on them at all times. Like, that right there is what messes with me, right? Like, you could literally erase the background and put whatever you want in front of it, and it would look like they just fit in as much as possible. Cause where is the light coming from? Nothing in the scene actually says that they are being lit by anything. Really, you know? And that's kind of thing, like, the environments, like, I will say, I like the way the environments look. I do think the environments look amazing in the Switch version, but I think overall, the Wii U version was just doing way better with what it was they were trying to do with the art direction. Like, this right here is perfect, right? Like, I get they redid the lighting engine, but right here is perfect. You know, the character over here in the Switch version stands out extremely well against the background in the Wii U version, but the Wii U version feels like she's a lot more in the environment, like she actually exists there. And that's what's fucking with me, is every time I look at this, it feels like they just don't fit in the space that they exist in. And that's why, like, when I look at this with the Switch version, it's actually hard. It is actually hard for me to want to, you know, like, the Switch here, from Wii U to the freaking Switch, literally feels super wrong, you know? Like, her head literally got bigger, right? They made her head bigger. She stands out a lot more from the background, which I guess from some points would be good. But I don't agree with that. It doesn't feel right to me. Like, it's not terrible. But it feels like they didn't, like, it kind of in a way feels like a half-assed, in a lot of ways it feels like a half-assed remake in some ways. Like, I get there's a lot more content that's coming out for this on the Switch, so they're giving it new content. And admittedly, yeah, it's a new way for people to experience this game. But I don't think I could actually get behind this remake, admittedly. I feel like the remake of Xenoblade Chronicles X, it feels lacking in the graphics department. I hope I'm wrong on this, right? I hope that I am wrong. I am hoping the dullness has a charm while the new feels more like a catwalk. Yeah, the clothes are pretty, but why the fuck would you wear it? Exactly! The dullness of it felt like it just kind of fit with Thingloff. Exactly. That's the thing, is it really did feel like things fit together. And so, as a result, it kind of just felt like it just feels like it's lacking. You know? It feels like it's lacking in so many ways Also, Floozy Woozy, welcome to the pack. Help me find the missions and the madness you're looking for. How you doing, bro? But yeah, I
Peeps
can't.
in the chat? Welcome to the
I
Okami
can't.
Brigade. Buckle up, it's about to get wild.
Like, it's cool. Also, I'm glad you love it. I worked really hard on it. I think it's cool to finally see one of the only Xenoblade games we've been asking for a while to get a remake. Now we just need to get the Xenosaga stuff to be remade. You know what I'm talking about, you motherfucking piece of shit $300 episode 3 game. Motherfuckers, remake fucking Xenosaga! Please! It's so hard to find the goddamn third copy, okay? I hate that I really hate how the Xeno series in general has been something that you are waiting that is so goddamn fucking expensive. I doubt we're gonna get a Xenosaga remake before Final Fantasy 13 remake. I doubt it. Okay, you know why I doubt it? Because I think Square Enix is willing to do a remake of Final Fantasy 13 before anything like that. Yeah, we're not that lucky. Hell, did you see how, they freaking did what they did to freaking San Andreas' remake? And how bad its definitive edition was? It was bad. But yeah, no, that's the thing. Even if, that's the thing. Final Hallway 13, exactly. And that's the thing, is, even if I were to go and look at Nintendo, right? I look at Nintendo, and aside from Hello Kitty, Carmen Sandiego, Nintendo is just as bad. Nintendo is legitimately just as bad with what it has or doesn't have, right? And even then, it's hard for me to want. Yeah, it's having problems. It's and here's the thing, it's hard for me to give a damn about anything Nintendo related. And you want to know why? That's right, chat. I'm gonna make you suffer. Oh yeah, I know.
More co-conspirators. There are many you've yet to unmask.
It's so bad. It is so fucking bad. You can just see how bad the detail is. Look at how bad that is. Why would I get hyped for anything released on the Switch when this is legitimately what you get on the goddamn Switch? This is bad. I have not had a desire for many Switch games because of how bad this is, right? But also, it gets worse, okay? It gets worse. Look at what they did to her! Look at what they did to her on the Switch! It looks so bad! It literally looked so bad they couldn't even put her tongue in! They legitimately could not put her fucking tongue in! That is how bad! That is how bad it was, right? So, and that's why, like, you look at this shit, right? Hi, Sparneka, how you doing? You look at this shit! I legitimately feel like I'm looking at a PS2. I feel like I'm actually looking at a PS2. You know, sure, it's impressive. Like here, watch it, like right here. I can't. And it's this is the thing, right? This is the thing, like, I guarantee you, right? That if we were to see, you know, freaking Monster Hunter Wilds, okay? This is on a low-end PC. I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Okay, it doesn't even work. No, but here's the thing, right? I guarantee you, this is what it would look like on the Switch if Monster Hunter Wilds made it to the Switch. And this is being generous. Thank you, Sadin, I appreciate the information. Forget Monster if you're not playing Triangle Hunter, exactly. Could you imagine? This is probably what it would be like playing Monster Hunter Wilds on the freaking, you know, Switch. Like, unironically, I feel like this is what it actually would look like if it tried to run on a Switch. The Bloodborne remake looks better than this, I know, right? Cutie. Cutie. I own the PS1 Harry Potter. I own the goddamn PS1 Harry Potter! Too many tries of the model. That's much more than 8. The system can't handle much more. When? Oh, God. You know what? Maybe I'll do it as like a one-off stream or some shit like that, because that could be funny, you know? What would a Metal Gear Solid game look on the Switch? Probably normal, you know? Penis One Potter, oh my god. I used to own Lego Island. But yeah, like this is basically Monster Hunter on a Switch. Which, speaking of which, I did see for a second. What does Monster Hunter Rise look like with no graphics card? There's no way. Oh god.
I'm gonna need some of your parts.
A Monster Hunter game running without a GPU. That's scary.
Don't mind if I do.
It's running at 25 FPS. It's on an i3 11th gen. I had to imagine a controller t-shirt, honestly fair. It's a fun date, I know, All-Star, I know. Honestly, it's running a lot better than I thought it would on integrated graphics, but this doesn't feel playable. This is not worth. This is no. Oh wait, I saw 40 FPS there for a second. It's hitting 40. Holy shit. Holy shit. I'm actually impressed. I am actually impressed that this is even running better than I played WoW almost 20 years ago, 15 years ago. You know what? Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's borderline playable. Oh, God. Much better than we thought, but yeah, you would pass honestly fair. God. The audio stuttering is awful. That is awful. Like, that is actually legitimately awful. Like, this reminds me of how, like, frickin' Drakengard 3 played on the frickin' PS3. Why is it kind of you wish the old days of gaming back? I know, right? And we're not even seeing, like, a main HUD. Wait, hang on. I need to see, what are their settings? Okay, so they have it at 1080p. This is playing at 1080p. God fucking damn.
Monster Hunter Rise is a 2021 action role-playing game by Capcom 2020 Solution. The optimum thing about graphics without it, you have never you like this.
And I need to know, what CPU are they actually using? Oh dear God. They were using an i3 11th gen. They were using an 11th gen i3. Holy fucking shit. I mean, granted, I have an i9 12th gen, but still! God damn! That is insane! And they have 12 gigs of... What kind of computer has 12 gigs of DDR4? That doesn't sound right. Usually it's like, I mean, I guess if you would have to, like, what? Have, like, 3 sticks of 4 gigs or some shit like that? What the fuck? Intel HD graphics in 2025? I know, right? Like... For gaming soon? I don't know, like, it is shocking. It is shocking to me, honestly. And, you know, chat, there is something I'm actually debating on. I kind of want to get a second copy of Monster Hunter Wilds, chat. I kind of want to get a second copy of it. Because I have it for the PS5, but I kind of want to have it for PC, so I can actually play the game with some mods and see what it's like using mods with a Monster Hunter game, admittedly. Especially with, like, some of the graphic fidelity and everything. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. I feel like that would actually be kind of cool to do that. Because I have Monster Hunter World on, it's not because of the freaking Alma mod, okay? Even though I would freaking, or not Alma, the freaking Ginma mod. Of course it's not, it's not because I would, motorboat them titties, okay? Okay? Even though I totally would, but that's aside the point, okay? That's aside the point! I mean, come on, the mods can't be that bad, right? They can't be that bad. You know what would be worse? Cyberpunk 2077, no GPU. Oh! Holy shit! God damn! That's like totally awful. Like, that is like not playable at all. Even if it's at like 30 FPS, I would like totally cry if I had to go and do something like that. Doom runs better on your first. Like, oh my god. Could you like imagine? Actually, you want to like know something amazing, you know, in comparison? So like, here's something kind of cool, right? Is I actually was looking and seeing how the 9070 XT did.
Yes, which is probably roughly what I'd expect.
With freaking, you know, path tracing. Are you ready for this?
Really good. So yeah, guys, quite impressive for an AMD GPU now, which is a mid to high end, being able to run Cyberpunk with path tracing, and it looks really nice as well. So very exciting. But that's gonna be it for Cyberpunk. Let's go ahead.
No, you don't understand, right? Path tracing is like the most intensive way to render lighting and shading in a game, and the freaking 9070 is giving a solid 70 FPS.
But that's gonna be it for Cyberpunk. Let's go ahead and I'll show you a guide.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, it's actually running on something and it's giving NVIDIA a run for its money. It's crazy, you know? Which, by the way, 9070. If you guys want to see how the 9070 is doing with Monster Hunter Wilds, it's actually doing pretty damn well, honestly. Like, legitimately is looking good. It's averaging 60 FPS and everything like that. Like, it's actually doing surprisingly well. Like, even getting with FSR 4 quality and frame generation, getting 140 FPS. Like, it's actually holding its own. It is actually holding its own, and that's actually kind of surprising to me. Because it makes Monster Hunter Wilds look absolutely drop-dead gorgeous, you know? Oh wait, really? You're playing it on a 2070 and you're getting good frames? Huh! That's actually amazing to hear, man. Cause I would never have guessed that, admittedly. Cause I was hearing all kinds of issues. Like, hey on, Monster Hunter Wilds 2070. I need to see how this goes on a fucking 2070.
Will need DLSS to get a stable 30 going. I will try out frame gen as well for this one because
okay.
I mean 60 FPS just running at native or base DLSS isn't gonna happen, I don't think. And we are at medium, so we could go lower, but to be honest, the pop-in is already pretty bad.
Honestly, that's not that bad. That's actually decent, isn't it? Like 30 FPS, like getting around 30 FPS, it's definitely borderline playable, but that's actually working pretty well. I'm actually impressed.
Quite a bit, like always. For the graphics, it is pretty good. It isn't the sharpest again, but
like it's not like, you know, it's nothing to write home about, of course. But the fact that you can play it on a 2070 is actually impressive to me. Granted, you're probably not doing that on the laptop version because Jesus fucking Christ, the laptop version probably sucks. But yeah, no, that's definitely good enough to enjoy the game on. That is definitely good enough to enjoy the game on 1080p with the DLSS on and everything.
Wow.
Using FSR 3 definitely makes it a lot more playable too.
To the low 30s here. That was our lowest, high 20s there.
But 1440p, yeah, you're not playing at 1440p. Not that anyone needs to play at that, you know. Though I am looking to upgrade, though, the game only uses for me up to 6 gigabytes of your 8 gigabyte. Yeah, no, like if it's using that much, it's about time for a V, because VRAM is one of those things that you absolutely need to upgrade on a PC. Or, well, you know, whenever your GPU starts to, like, get to the point where it's maxing out, like, freaking Cyberpunk maxes out my GPU's VRAM. So, like, you know, because, like, the 3060 Ti has, like, 8 gigs of VRAM, and it uses, like, 7.5 of those. So, I could not begin to imagine what it would be like on a 2070, because, like, I want to actually play Cyberpunk 2077 on stream again with mods, and I've just been waiting for the right time to do, like, you know, an upgrade. I mean, there's a test with an Ark game. Oh god, don't even remind me about Ark. Ark is so taxing on systems. It is so goddamn taxing. It is terrifying how taxing Ark is, you know? And I can't. I legitimately can't. I am curious, what was this video that Satan wanted me to watch, though? Alright, let's see here real quick. Maybe it'll load. Maybe. Ish. Browser's been slow today. And I don't know why. I actually don't know why. And possibly AMD since they're a bit cheaper. Honestly, yeah, no, AMD is definitely worth it if you're looking for price to price per dollar for the performance and everything. Jesus Christ, why is this taking so long to load? Give me one moment. Maybe. Maybe it'll load. Maybe it will not. Why? Okay, I don't know why, but TikTok has been really slow lately for me on browser, and I don't even know why. Like, there's no reason for it to be this slow. Like, it's the... Okay, there we go. Jesus. Oh my god.
The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that,
what?
make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body.
The Fitness Gram Pacer Test is a multi-stage aerobic capacity test that progressively gets more difficult as it continues.
That is insane. That is actually insane what was going on there. Also, hi, SCP. How you doing? That was insane. Actually hearing that shit. Holy fuck. The mashups are honestly amazing. That was even happening in the first place. Like, what the fuck? Also, what the hell? Wow. Browser, like, you know what? I feel like, you know, today has just been kind of a weird day. Where, like, the internet in general has been kind of weird. Don't know why. But you know what? I'm not going to complain too much as long as it continues to work. I don't know why it's being weird. I don't think it's anything to do with the router. I think it's just the internet's being silly. Because why not be freaking silly? Anyways, though. Anyways. No, I'm not using Opera, Satan. I'm using the Brave browser. But even Opera and Google Chrome have been having issues today. I don't know why they've been having issues. Hi, Nano. I hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, I don't know why it's been having so many issues, but it's kind of weird. Admittedly. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. However, you know, yeah, because right now it's like it's got the infinite loading wheel for the browser trying to be like, hey, okay, there we go, we got it work. You're enjoying Vancouver. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying Vancouver. But yeah, no, like honestly, that whole thing with Scalpers, that whole thing with you know, dealing with just everything in general with the gaming industry, it's kind of sad. It really is kind of just sad. And I kind of wish it wasn't like that. I really wish it wasn't like that. And I'm going to be honest though, chat. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know what's going on today. But something doesn't seem quite right, does it? Like, because we're 2 hours into stream, I noticed. And things seem like they've been very wonky. Things seem very slow, very wonky. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if Twitch is having a conniption fit. I don't know if it's because it's like, oh, hey, you were playing Monster Hunter. Now you're not playing Monster. You know? And I'm not... And not just for the video show. Yeah, no, it's not just for the videos I showed. It's like, in general, I've noticed that not as many people have been here today. You know? Like, I don't know. I know, like, you know, days can be weird like that. But today seems like a bit of a weird day. And I'm not sure if it's because of, like, you know, if it's Monster Hunter and I'm not playing it. I don't know if it's because of just you know, I actually don't know what's going on. I mean, we could just relax. I mean, yeah, you got a fair point, Lena, but you know? Like, I'm not entirely sure on that shit. But I will say, you know, maybe some Japanese apartments get, nah, we're not gonna do Japanese apartments. Let me ask this, chat. Let me ask you guys this. Are you guys wanting to see me game instead of just talking your ear off? Are you guys wanting to see me play a game instead of yapping your ear off? Is that what you guys want? Is that what you guys want? Am I not giving you guys what you want? Do you need your tomboy gamer girl to play some games? Curry's like video games. Peeps here aren't used to it. I mean, I get that. I get that a lot of peeps have been seeing me just play games and all that shit. You know what? How about this? How about this, chat? How about I take a quick 5-minute break, real quick, go use the bathroom, and I'll go get myself set up to play a game. How does that sound? All right? Kuri, I'm gonna leave you in charge until I get back. So make sure no one burns down the hideout, okay? You're Arson Leslie, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, De La Cruz, the Hernandez, Tapatio, Tokunaga, the fourth of a Dadabita Boda, and Potamana Mina Mona Mana Nino, Zapadopadita, Konnichiwa Genki Deska, the fourth, Vexa. Alrighty, chatty boys. How we all doing, chat? How we all doing? I feel like... Did you just seriously silence me? Did you just seriously silence me? You'll never know. Did you seriously just silence me? And why is it on fire? Alright, guys. Alright. You might wanna... Might you be up to Lincoln Farm? Maybe I will be up to Lincoln Farm. Maybe I will be. Maybe I'll go and update the brigade. And... Alright, now that I got the announcement in the Discord going up for that. Alright, chat, so, do I have a squad set up? Yes, I do in fact have a squad set up. And I'm actually gonna go real quick. And if I can't find my squad. Okay, there we go. So that way I can actually put into the chat real quick. For those that want to join the squad that wants to, they are more than welcome to. So let me go ahead and give you the squad code. Squad code. Alright, here we go. F57TW. You know, it would help if I could actually type this out correctly. 63J. Alright. And if one of the mods, actually, hang on, there we go. Thank you, Sadin, for getting that. You already got way ahead of me on that shit. Anyways, if you want to join the squad, all you gotta do is type in that code. Personally, I also may or may not have done some grinding on my own. So now we got the whole Yora Vexa drip and everything. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I have been building this charge blade as well as the bonk hammer. And if you guys didn't see what was happening yesterday, right? If you guys didn't see what was happening yesterday, I was bullying a poor-ass frog, right? I was bullying a fucking frog. Go video games, man. I know, right? I was... Wait, what? Eh? That was weird. That was actually legitimately kind of weird there for a second. I've never seen that happen. Yeah, let's go ahead and go murder a frog real quick. Let's go warm up by bullying our favorite little frog and everything. Because the thing is, while I don't exactly have any, like, you know, tempered monsters to fight or anything like that right now, because, yes. I might as well go bully this fucker, you know? That's right, buddy. Get freaking murdered, bro. Come on, you really think leaping at me is gonna help? This frog does not know what's about to happen to him, does he? No. Frog is gonna get his ass handed to him. What did bro do to me? Existed. Bro fucking existed, Curry. And you know, if you understood where I stood with this fucker, you would know. You would agree that he is just, you know, he had it coming to him, you know? Because bro didn't even know that I was about to freaking come and eat his ass cheeks. Ow. Rip the frog? Yeah, no, the frog absolutely gets his ass cheeks ripped. And I'm not even using the freaking hammer. That makes this so much more fun, you know? Actually, hang on. Why do I do that when I can, yeah, let me just pull out the freaking hammer real quick. Alright, time to bonk your butt! Because this hammer is absolutely one of the most bullshit hammers I have ever used in a freaking game. Like, legitimately? I feel like I should feel bad, right? I feel like I should feel bad for this fucker, right? Yeah. Hi, Finn. How you doing? Yeah, I feel like I should feel bad for bullying the poor frog. But let's be real here. He kind of asked for it. And I don't even have this built, really. Did he steal my lunch money? Yeah. Yeah, he kind of did. And that's why I have to bully him, because he can't keep getting away with stealing my lunch money, you know? The lunch money isn't, you know, it's just not allowed. You know, that's like telling me that, you know, you stole my cookies or my chicken nuggies. And we can't have you guys stealing my chicken nuggies. You know, especially when we got a freaking hammer that does blast damage. When we got a frog whose butthole is about to, you know, be split in two. Because I decided to make it. It's my bad. Bro steals my chicken nuggets on site. Yeah, exactly.
Looks like it's moving to a new area.
No, you are not, bro. Okay, I guess it wants to move to a new area. No! Get your buck here! Get your booty back, bro! You're not allowed to just leave like that. This is not a democracy, bro. This is an intervention on you continuing to live, okay? And I said no! Good fucking grief, bro. You will die. Yeah, this is managed democracy right here. As you can see, doesn't it just feel good to murder one of these things? Hammer is not her penis, but it will be up the monster's ass. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
This thing's a trove of new data.
God. That felt good. That actually legitimately felt good. Holy shit. God, why does the hammer do so much damage? Why is the hammer good? Wait, why stop, Blue? Blue, why would I stop? Hammer time? Okay, fair. You see, I just, you know, the hammer is so much fun. It is just so much fun. And even if I don't have, like... God. Damn. Had me in the first half. Honestly, you know, you had me in the first half, too. So you kind of shocked me when you said that. All right, hang on. There's Nos getting into the group also. Jesus fucking Christ! Why are your guys' hunter ranks so fucking high? Also, if you guys could, like, have some tempered quests, that would be lovely. That would be absolutely lovely if you guys actually have tempered quests that I can work with. You know? Like, that would be amazing if you have tempered quests that I could work with. You know? Oh, you got mini? I would love to just go on some tempered quests, you know? So, if you guys want to just, like, post a quest, you know, I am all for that shit. I am all for that shit, you know? Because, excuse me, Jesus Christ, me and my burps today, jeez. I would be more than down for some tempered quests because I am too lazy to go out of my way to look for them. Like, I literally have Nata farming for materials right now, and they're not even giving me all the stuff that I want. Like, don't get me wrong, the blue mushrooms are nice and all, but I wish they would give me more paralysis stuff. You'll join when you get your pizza, yo. Here's a quest, start hunting. Hunt a starting monster with a heavy bowgun. How about I don't? How about you go suck a dick? How about you go suck a goddamn dick? Because I'm not about to sit there and use a heavy bowgun, okay? Okay, there's no quest. So you know what? I guess while we wait for someone... Hi, Lagoon. How you doing? So I guess, you know, I guess we do need some Novex to say, how about you suck on my hammer? Ah, that doesn't sound as good, you see? You see, that doesn't sound as good because it's just kind of meh. Yeah, we got no investigations. We got these things, but that doesn't really help me much. Like, I know there's the event quest where, like, you could farm a bunch of freaking, you know, hard armor spheres and everything. I like how I'm waiting for people in the lobby. You have one? All right! Post it! Post it, man! Post it! I am going to sit here, and I'm just going to keep doing these. See? See? You may notice. There is no quest found. Which means there is an issue where there are no quests. That's a good one for you. Oh my god. Upward playing Jedi Survivor, you know what? Fair. Oh, come on, Satan! Really? A fucking greatsword! Do I look? God. I swear to God, Satan. I swear to all that is good and fucking holy. I don't even have any items to make an Ardian. Wait, how did I lose? Did it just say I lost connection? Hang on. Okay, I guess that worked there. So I guess now we're just gonna... Okay, so at least we were able to get into, you know, Man of the Hours thing, so we're good. We're actually good. We're back into the lobby or whatever. Stream's still up. Yeah, no, I know. I know it's still up. I have no idea why it was having an issue there. So... Do I even have... Because I haven't even upgraded the Great Sword at all. So I don't even think...
Alrighty.
I know. I'm just getting like a freaking, you know, a greatsword since someone actually, because Satan asked me to do a greatsword. So I might as well make sure I've got a freaking greatsword that I've never used before, by the way. To find out what's gonna happen, okay? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? I'm scared. I'm actually legitimately scared. Because I don't know how this is gonna go. So hopefully... No, it won't. Just pray it doesn't suck. That's all. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. Yeah, look at that. It says I'm on standby. I mean, I got myself a decent enough weapon, so I mean, it shouldn't be that bad.
The hunt is on.
Overpriced. Oh, Lena. You're such a good girl. I mean, okay, yeah, no, honestly, I think that, you know, this should be fine. This should absolutely be fine. Like, you know, I've got a decent enough greatsword. It's not like, you know, anything to write home about or anything. But, I mean... Oh, shit. Where the hell am I even supposed to go? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go after the, freaking, you know... the Ajaricon, because I don't even know where I'm at right now. Feeling down your spine for a second. Wait, did it really? Yo, why did it do that? Okay. This shouldn't be too bad at the very least, because look, it's just a monkey. So what would happen if I, you know, attacked the monkey? Oh, Nos is over here with me with the monkey at the very least. So, yeah, I don't know why I wasn't finding, you know... Ow. Oh no, this is actually gonna suck, isn't it? Oh no. Like, I have never once used a great sword because it's not my cup of tea. So I don't even know what I'm getting into. Hi, Fred Whiplash. How you doing, hun? Ow. Jesus. Does, like, the greatsword actually have any reason? Like, is it actually just, like, decent? Or is it just gonna be one of those really slow-moving weapons that really just suck ass, you know? Because that's what this feels like. Like, this actually feels like it's missing on so many different things. Yeah, this is slow. This is not the weapon to bring to a fast boss. Manic attack! Welcome back, Raiders to the Okami Brigade. The name's Jordan Banks, a leader of the pack, a breaker of limits. Thank you so much for the raid. How was the first descendant? What mission were you on before you landed back here? Yeah, no, this...
Welcome to the Okami Brigade.
Also, Blue Jay, welcome to the pack. Help you find the missions and the madness you're looking for. Yeah, this right here sucks. Who thought this was a good idea to make me do this? Saying it, I swear to God, you have chosen death. Okay, I get, maybe it has a block? I don't know how to use a fucking greatsword! Who? Why? This is awful. This is by far the worst weapon I have ever used. I am not a heavy weapon user, bro. What in the ever-living fuck? Like, I feel like I'm barely doing any kind of damage right now. Cause, like, look at this. Yeah, like, I feel like the monster cannot be moving because this is just way too slow. This is way... Yeah, like right there, before I even had a chance to even, you know, attack, he's already moved on. So, you always say that? Well, okay, look, I don't use this. Also, stream's going well. The monster hunting's going well as well. How are you doing, though? Yeah, like, this is not my weapon. This is, like, I get that this is an incredibly basic weapon to use. But this is not... Yeah, sword hard, but harder than a hammer. Yeah, like... This is not the weapon for me. This is definitely, like, the greatsword is definitely not my weapon. Just because you try and ask me to use this, it's just gonna get me... Like, as you can see here... I'm not actually doing... that much damage, and I don't even move while I'm charging. That's such a downside. That's actually a downside compared to, like, you know, what I would expect out of a, yeah, like, out of, like, a freaking, you know, like, this weapon, with the hammer, I can move while charging. I can move while charging with the bow. I can't move while charging with this. Was trying to get some person trying to get some new descendants, but might have to try some farming some more tomorrow. You know what? That's fair. But yeah, this is like one of those things. Yeah, like the monkey is sitting here crawling around, and I'm just like barely keeping up. Hi, Ninja Kai. How you doing, hun? Yeah, this is definitely on that level of never use again. This is on that level of weapons I don't think I would ever intentionally use just because of how, you know, how slow this thing actually moves, you know. I actually think this is probably one of the worst weapons in the game, admittedly. I'm doing good, Dynamo. How are you doing? I'm also doing good, Ninja Kai. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. Is the freaking greatsword like one of the worst weapons? Or is it just like a very basic? I like the light bowgun. The light bowgun is actually better than this crap, admittedly. Because I don't feel like I'm actually... Like, I'm sitting here, and I'm not feeling like I'm contributing much, you know? Like, granted, I know this isn't the highest, you know, level of weapon that I could have for the greatsword. But compared to all the other damage I'm seeing being flung around, this is definitely not there. And yeah, I think that's because there's 4 people in this quest already, Finn. But yeah, like, seeing as I've never really touched it, for those that play Monster Hunter, is this kind of the, like, is Greatsword actually good, or is it just way too basic? Because I feel like it's just a little bit too basic for my liking, personally. Oh yeah, that's because of the whole Link Party thing, because I got kicked out of my, for some reason I lost connection for a moment, and I don't know why. God. I mean, this thing's at least close to dead. But yeah, I feel so sluggish. Hard to master type weapon. Honestly, Blue Jay, fair. Very fair on that one. Because, yeah, like, this right here... Yeah. Like, I see how it works. But admittedly, it's definitely not a weapon I would ever intentionally use. Because, like, this freaking Jarikon, right? It's not even that bad of a fight normally. But when it starts moving as fast as it does, you definitely feel the how much slower you are in comparison. Yeah, like, this is something that does feel like the type of weapon you would not normally ever want to use. This feels like one of those weapons, you know, unless you really like it and you like, you know, this is like your main weapon and it has been for years. I feel like this is the kind of weapon you would just kind of avoid using in general because of the disadvantages you're at when fighting a monster. Because I'm surprised, like, the hammer's a heavy-ish weapon, and so it shocks me thinking about how fast the hammer actually, you know, moves in comparison. So it makes me wonder, why is it that, like, you know... Yeah, like, this weapon right here is just bouncing off. Yeah, this is not... This weapon is not helpful at all for this fight. Like... Yeah, this is bad. This is actually bad. A greatsword is heavier than the hammer? I get that it's heavier than the hammer, but even still, though. Also, Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, this weapon is struggling. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be much help in this fight. Just because the greatsword is not up to par. Because I am barely doing any damage. Like, Jesus Christ. Now I'm not enjoying the greatsword. The greatsword is awful. So greatsword intake, what would I pick? Honestly... Honestly, I would probably choose the insect glaive over the greatsword. Just because of the fact that the fucking greatsword is just... No. No! I think I actually found a weapon I dislike more than the freaking, you know... God. I never thought I would actually say I have found a weapon that makes me regret ever allowing the greatsword to freaking, you know, grace my freaking presence. Like, that is actually... I am actually... like, legitimately shocked right now at that. I would probably choose heavy bowgun over the greatsword even. Hello, your dark screen. Wait, what do you mean by dark screen? Why are you saying dark screen? That doesn't... What? Huh? I'm so confused. What does that mean, Sorter? There's a first time for everything. I mean, I guess... Definitely not a first time for this weapon. Yeah, like that. Like here, let me just swap out real quick to my freaking, you know, this thing. You know, this thing that actually does. This freaking charge blade is doing the same amount of damage as the goddamn greatsword. What the fuck? Is anyone else having an issue seeing me, or is it just Sorter? If it had decos, that would be better. Okay, you know what? Yes. Okay, so Sorter for some reason can't see me, and that is weird. I wonder if Twitch is just having a bitch fit right now. I would not be surprised if Twitch was having an issue. A few frame skips, but that's it. You know what? That's fair. Yeah, like this, I am the most useless person on the team right now. That's kind of funny. Also, holy shit, this thing does a freaking... This thing does poison damage? Oh, God. You know, something about running into the fire. Jesus. This is slander on the glaive? Wait, really? Why is it slander on the glaive? I didn't think there was a such thing as slandering the insect glaive, is there? Yeah, like, look at this. I cannot... Okay, that's 150 damage there. Yeah, no, I would absolutely take Insect Glaive over this in a fucking heartbeat. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't like being slow. Like, if you've ever, for those of you who have been around, right, for a while, you'll know the bane of my existence is heavy weapons. Because I just don't do well with heavy weapons. Because I like being a speedy fuck, not a slow fuck. And unfortunately, this is making me be a slow fuck, you know? Yeah, I like him fast. That's why I like the hammer. It's why I like the charge blade. Because in both instances, I'm able to just do a lot more quicker than if I was just sitting here like this, you know? That, and I probably could do better with this if I wasn't dealing with so much, you know, if I actually had this built up properly. But because I don't, we briefly, yeah. Yeah, I'm not, yeah, I have tried longsword, and longsword isn't bad. It's not my, longsword I will say is actually pretty complicated in comparison for stuff, so, wait, what? Wow, that thing went down. I wasn't even aware of that. What the fuck? I wasn't even aware. It's not a skill issue! Like... Yeah, no, that is what's worse. Insect Life. Oh my god! I'm not a scrap lord. I'm not a scrap lord! No! No! Ah! Ah! Fuck you! I'm not a scrub lord, chat! I'm not a scrub lord! White sharpness, yeah, that, okay, so that makes a lot of sense. So that means that this freaking, you know, the greatsword was destined to fail because it didn't even have the sharpness required, you know? God. Can we get some scrub lord in the chat? How about no? How about no? Hey, come on, I love scrub lords. Oh, come on. You do not. You do. Okay, you know what? Fine, I'll be a scrub lord for you, bitch. Okay, look. Let me go ahead, right? A new Starship Troopers coming out. Wait, really? Why? Okay, how about this? How about I bring a bow? I'm gonna bring a bow to this next fight for you guys. Actually, yeah, hang on. Let me go ahead. I'm gonna go in here, right? And we're gonna bring a bow, and I'm gonna bring the bonk. So, let's go ahead and do that. That way we have this right here. You don't really like any of them? You know what? That's fair. That is absolutely freaking fair. And you know what? Speaking of things that are absolutely fair, about to unleash your inner Tomb Raider? Oh my god, no. No. Okay, look. So here's the thing, right, chat? Here's the thing. Since I'm saying absolutely fair things, okay, there's actually something else I'm gonna do, right? Okay? So, given how things are going, right? You gotta mention, alright, Manas, 1 second. So here's the thing. Given how Twitch likes to treat things, I don't want to, like, you know, have Twitch be, you know, being bullshitting us and causing us issues, you know? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna turn this in to a community night, where we're gonna hang out in the community Discord server and continue the hunts here. Just because Twitch has a weird fucking thing where it'll artificially deflate you in your discovery and everything if you're not performing within the realms of what it wants you to be performing at. And so as a result, instead of, you know, continuing the stream to let it cause more issues, I'm gonna go and switch over to the Discord, turn this into a community night, so I'm still hanging out with you guys, still doing hunts and everything, but making sure that, you know, Twitch doesn't do its bullshit, you know, because I know way too much about Twitch's algorithm. But anyways, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Make sure you join that Discord. We're not going to raid anyone today for it, but you know what? Hey, if you want to be a part of the hunt, make sure you join in on that hunt, all right? And until tomorrow, guys, when we go and play some other, you know, we might play a game, we may play more Bots Hunter tomorrow. We may not. I haven't decided yet. We'll figure it out. But yeah, here you guys go. I'll see you over in the Discord, guys!